First up today, we've got the game between Besiktas and Manchester United. Well, I've looked at the prices on this game, Steve, and Manchester United are 8 to 13. Now, initially, I thought I was very short because they're away to the current Turkish champions. It's always a difficult place to go to. And United haven't always been convincing, have they, in the group stages? We've seen them drop points before. Would you say that is too short on United, 8 to 13?
As I say, I mean, it's not about Besiktas, what sort of state Man United are in. And at this stage, they're not flying, are they? If they went there all guns blazing, then you'd say 8 to 13 was very decent value, but they're not. It's going to be a tough place. You know, we know what Turkey's going to be like. It's been a real good atmosphere. The one thing you can say about Man United is that when they do qualify, they tend to qualify very early in these group stages. They tend to get the job done. Normally win their first three, don't they, if they have to, and then they just take their foot off the pedal a little bit. So generally they're pretty professional, but yeah, again, this is like the start of the season in the Premiership almost. There's just not enough to go on at this stage to be all in at those sort of prices.
Well, if you fancy United to win the game and you're looking for a bigger price, we've got some handicap information on them coming up. Besiktas, I should say, have started the season pretty poorly in Turkey. They've won one and they've drawn 3 of their opening 4 matches. And in terms of hunger, Steve, United will be well up for this because that defeat in the final last year to Barcelona, it will have hit them hard. And Ferguson's always said, you know, he will be judged on how well he does in Europe ultimately by people around the world. United will be going for this, won't they, this year?
Yeah, I mean,
much as they ever have.
Are United stronger than they were last year? And you know, they weren't good enough to win it last year. You know, they're not at this stage. They're probably not as strong. So, I'm not confident. I mean, I was reasonably confident that we would be successful last year in the Champions League. I'm not that confident this year, I've got to say. I don't think that you know, certainly Chelsea have started extremely well, but the constraints they're under, you know, and it only takes 1 or 2 players to get injured, big players for them, and I'm not sure the squad size that they've got that they can compensate for that. So I'm not as confident this year, and I'm not sure that we're going to get an English winner. But no, Man United haven't shown me enough this year. You know, I don't care where they go; these are still going to be decent sides they're going to play. Sorry, they're not going to be top class, but they're going to be, you know, reasonably decent sides. To go all in on Man United at this stage, they just haven't shown me enough. No,
it is tough. Well, we picked out a Manchester United bet for you, bet number 1 on the game. If you're looking for an odds against price on United, then United with a -1 goal start on the Asian handicap is available at 9 to 8. And that means that if they win by a goal, you'll get your stakes back. If they win by 2 goals or more, you've got a winning bet. But we're a lot more confident about the second bet. There's a tendency with Manchester United to expect lots of goals just because they tend to play attacking football. But in Europe, it's not always the case.
4-5-1.
Exactly right. Away from home, plays, he would love a 1-0 here, wouldn't he?
He's very, very different away from home in Europe.
Certainly is. We've seen that so many times. And I think the price of, well, it's pretty much evens, isn't it? 99 to 100 on under 2.25 goals. That's a good value bet. As long as there are 2 goals or fewer in the game, then you'll have a winning bet.